Once the cat is comfortable keeping 3 to 4 paws on your lap for the duration of a churu, can move on to the petting sequence. At the beginning of the petting sequence, we're not actually petting the cat. In fact, the very first step, we're not even touching the cat. So you're going to lure the cat up from the ankles to the hips, just as you had been previously doing, but this time we're going to have our hand resting right here as a challenge for the cat to still want to come up onto your lap, even in the presence of your hand. For some cats, this will be no big deal. Others might be really hesitant. Some might make it to your knees, take a sniff at the hand, and flee. They're all going to be a little different, but we'll work at the pace of the cat and just keep repeating and trying to get them to come back up in the presence of this hand. So the orientation of your hand is if you are just holding it next to your side, say you shake your hand and it's in this relaxed position, then we're just going to flip it upward so that the fingertips and the palm are facing up. You're going to place it about somewhere between 1/3 and 1/2 down the length of your thigh, so that when you bring the cat up, your hand will be able to eventually touch the base of their jawline. The idea will be that we're going to bring the cat up like normal with their head to the opposite hip where my hand is, so that their head is actually pretty far away from my hand, and we'll use the treat then to bring the head towards the hand, and this hand is frozen in time. It's not moving. I'm not going to bring this hand closer to the cat. I'm going to bring the cat closer to the hand, but not touch. This is just called hand near face. Okay, so now I'm just going to bring her head closer to my hand. And we really don't need to get any closer than this for hand near face. Once we've progressed past this step, the next step is to do what's called a feather touch. We're barely touching the cat. It's just the very ends of the hairs along their jawline. So I will just bring her head closer. Now I can just barely feel her hairs every once in a while with her lick. And after a few days of being comfortable with hand near face, a few days of being comfortable with feather touch, then I'll bring her head even closer and do what's called a skin touch, where now I'm touching, there's really no pressure. It's not even a light pressure. I'm just barely able to feel her skin where her hair is starting. And this is all about the first week of the petting sequence looks like. We're not petting yet. We're barely even touching the cat. We're just allowing the cat to choose to come closer to our hand, to choose to accept this very gentle touch, and they can back away whenever they want. So my petting hand is not moving any closer to her. She moves to my hand, and this is all led by her at her pace. And if at any point she's not comfortable with the touch that she's receiving, she can just move her head away.